आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं हमारा दिल्ली करंट अफेयर। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं हमारा दिल्ली करंट अफेयर। पहले डिस्कस करेंगे क्विक पॉइंट्स ऑफ द डे से। पहला क्विक पॉइंट आता है, रिसेंटली व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग गवर्नमेंट रिकॉग्नाइज फिफ्थ सिख? आंसर, दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट। नेक्स्ट, रिसेंटली इंडिया जॉइन्स सी ड्रैगन एक्सरसाइज with how many countries? Answer, 5. Next, recently which of the following launched suicide bomber army? आंसर, तालिबान। तालिबान ने सुइसाइड बॉम्बर आर्मी लॉन्च किया है। अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे नेक्स्ट। तो ये है आज का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द डे। तो आज है वर्ल्ड हिंदी डे। वर्ल्ड हिंदी डे याद रखिएगा। नेक्स्ट, वर्ल्ड हिंदी डे इज सेलिब्रेटेड ऑन जनवरी 10th। विश्व हिंदी दिवस मतलब वर्ल्ड कॉमेमोरेट्स द एनिवर्सरी ऑफ द फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड हिंदी कॉन्फ्रेंस हेल्ड इन नागपुर ऑन 10th January 1975। नेक्स्ट, द कॉन्फ्रेंस वॉज इनॉग्रेटेड बाय द देन प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी इन नागपुर। नेक्स्ट, on this day, most of the schools, colleges across the country encourage students to participate in various literacy and cultural programs like poems, competitions, then essay, letter writings, and all competitions in this language. Next, तो अभी हम डिस्कस करेंगे वीकली करंट अफेयर्स ने पहले वीक मतलब वन लाइन में। नेक्स्ट, 2 जनवरी से 8 जनवरी तक कितना, 2 से 8 याद रखिए। नेक्स्ट, कैप्टन हरप्रीत चांदी हैज क्रिएटेड हिस्ट्री बाय बिकमिंग फर्स्ट वुमेन ऑफ कलर टू कंप्लीट ए सोलो अनसपोर्टेड ट्रिक टू द साउथ पोल। कौन? कैप्टन हरप्रीत चांदी। नेक्स्ट, जिशन लाटिफ हैज बीन नेम्ड with winner of Ramnath Goenka Award with the photojournalism category. Next, Ladakh celebrated Losar on the traditional New Year January 3, 2022. Next, Puducherry has been picked by PM Narendra Modi to host the 25th National Youth Festival. Next, Himachal Pradesh has become the first state in the country to have 100% LPG coverage. Next, Odisha's Ganjam has declared itself a child marriage free district on January 5, 2021. Next, Energy Major Oil and Natural Gas Corporation ONGC approved Alka Mittal as its first woman chairman and managing director, CMD, chairman and managing director. Next, Germany took over the G7 presidency on January 1, 2022. Next, Rajnath Singh inaugurated the Kalpana Chawla Center of Research in Space Science and Technology at Chandigarh University. Next, Odisha topped in GST collection in 2021. Next, and tossed a collection of rupees 40,000 crore ड्यूरिंग दिसंबर 2021। तो दिसंबर के वक्त इसने 40,000 करोड़ की धनराशि आवंटित की है। नेक्स्ट, जापान लॉन्च्ड इनसेट 6 F1 satellite in December 2021. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of Major Dhyanchand Sports University at Meerut. Next, ये है हमारा न्यूज़ ऑफ द डे। Actor Sonu Sood quits as Punjab state icon. Actor Sonu Sood कौन Actor Sonu Sood announced that he has stepped down as the state icon of Punjab ahead in the assembly elections. The actor was chosen as Punjab state icon last year by election commission. He had won wide praise of philanthropic work during coronavirus crisis in 2020. The actor is also a brand ambassador for the Delhi government ambitious Desh Ke Mentor initiative. In August last year, in Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal announced the initiative in the wake of COVID-19 crisis. In November 2021, Sonu Sood has announced that his sister Mallika was joining politics. However, he did not reveal about his sister's election plan at the time. Sood's sister Mallika is contesting assembly polls. Next, Punjab appoints new DGP. In 1987 batch IPS officer, 3rd Director General DGP, Director General of Police in the state in span of 3 months. He has been appointed to the top post minimum period of 2 years from the date of assumption of office. In an order, the Punjab governor said the employment committee recommended 3 officers for the top post. Bhavra, former state police chief Dinkar Gupta and IPS officer Prabodh Kumar. कौन बावरा, Dinkar Gupta and IPS officer Prabodh Kumar. Following the replacement of Amrinder Singh, Charanjit Singh Chani as Punjab Chief Minister in September last year, DGP Dinkar Gupta, considered close to former CM, proceeding on leave. Next, the change on the head of state police force come week ahead of oncoming assembly polls in the state. Next, Jammu and Kashmir government signs MOU with Century Financial in its ongoing efforts to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in Jammu and Kashmir. The Union Territory government has signed a MOU with UAE with UAE's presuming financial service company Century Financial that will invest $100 million in the Union Territory. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is committed to the development of Union Territory of the Jammu and Kashmir. We are happy to see the interest shown by UAE's big business house and leaders in supporting the vision of our Prime Minister. Next, global business industries are waking up to the vista of opportunity in Jammu and Kashmir. The investment will cover 3 hotels and 1 commercial residential complex in Jammu and Kashmir. The owner of Century Financial, Balkrishnan, is originally a native of Doda district of Jammu and has been a foreigner in supporting his home region. Next, Gunathiyanga quits Test to concentrate on white ball cricket. Next, Sri Lanka's flamboyant opening batter Dhanushka Gunathia announced his retirement from Test cricket. From where Test cricket, a day of his 1 year ban in relationship of biosecurity beach in England ended. Gunathia, 30, decided retire from Test to focus on white ball formats on game. He played 8 Tests after making his debut in 2017. On when 2017. Next, scoring 299 runs including 250s was suspended along with Niroshan Dikwale and Kaushal Mendes last year, who had blue bubble breach on Bristol during team's tour of England in July. In 44 ODI, he has scored 1520 runs at an average of 36.919, while in T20 IS he had 568 runs in 30 matches at a strike of 121.68. Gunathia's retirement comes day after another 30 years old in Bhankura retired from international cricket. कौन? भानुका राजपक्सा. Next, Jitendra Singh reviews COVID-19 pandemic preparedness. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh reviewed COVID-19 pandemic preparedness in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir during the high-level online meeting connecting different districts ranging from Jammu to Srinagar, as well as two division headquarters of Jammu and Kashmir. Singh observed that most of the positive cases in the third wave have remained asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic with flu symptoms, which is invariably went away in 4 to 5 days. The minister also issued a number of instructions in the wake of the course being followed by the third wave of coronavirus, observing that it is certain instances that was a delay in communication between district administration and health department. The minister suggested setting up a WhatsApp group of all the concerned AP CM Jagan. Next, AP CM Jagan increases retirement age. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy has announced an increasement to retirement age of the state government employees from 60 years to 62 years. He also announced to provide house to those employees who don't own a house by reserving 10% of the plots MIG layouts in Jaganta Smart Township, and 20% rebate will be provided. The Chief Minister also announced a fitment of 23% when the new pay scales shall come into force from January 2022. Next, considering employees' experience as an assist to the state, the Chief Minister announced the decision to raise retirement from 60 years to 62 years to make a better use of their services, which will be implemented from this January. Next, Indian Railway transported more than 14,000 tons. Indian Railway has transported more than 14,000 tons of medical liquid oxygen, LMO, to the hospitals and COVID care centers in the state of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Delhi throughout its 858 special free flight trains run by Northern Railway. This is about 50% of the total LMO moved by Indian Railways. Northern Railway also transported a record of 26 million how much 26 million ton of food grain between April and December to the different states to support the largest food security program in the world, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Next, a 500 liter per minute capacity plant has been set up at an Northern Railway Central Hospital. Oxygen plants have also been installed at all 5 division hospitals. Next, over 2 crore teens in 15 to 18 age group are vaccinated. Over 2 crore children between 15 to 18 have been administered the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. This achievement has been made within a week of the start of vaccination drive for children. Vaccination of children is going to rapid manner across the country. The COVID-19 vaccination program for children aged between 15 and 18 years has been started on January 3, 2022. It comes a day after India achieved a milestone in COVID-19 vaccinations drive as the cumulative vaccine doses administered in the country surpassed the 150 crore mark. So far, 90% of our adult population was vaccinated the COVID-19 vaccine dose. Next, EC announces election schedule for 5 states, one phase from 10th February. The Election Commission announced the schedule for assembly elections in 5 states in New Delhi. The states are Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Goa and Manipur. Next, the term of Goa Legislative Assembly is ending on 15th March this year. Manipur Assembly on 19th March, Uttarakhand and Punjab Legislative Assembly on 23rd March and UP Legislative on 14th. Next, May this year कब यूपी लेजिस्लेटिव 14th इस साल मई को. नेक्स्ट, the commission had held separate meeting with Union Home Secretary, the Union Health Secretary for Law and Order. The selling on parliamentary policy expenditure has been raised from 70 lakhs to 95 lakhs rupees in bigger states and 54 lakhs to 75 lakhs in smaller states. How much? Tell you what. 54 lakhs to 75 lakhs. याद रखिएगा. नेक्स्ट, the bigger states include Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Karnataka, and the smaller states including Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttarakhand, and the Union Territories. Next, Gujarat government announces new restrictions. The Gujarat government has announced a series of new restrictions following a sudden spike of COVID-19 cases in the state. According to the official announcement, night curfew will be imposed in 10 cities from 10 pm to 6 am. From when? 10 pm to 6 am. याद रखिएगा. Next. Similarly, the offline classes of standard 1 to 9 will remain closed till 31st January. COVID-19 cases in Gujarat closes the 100 mark on Friday, with Ahmedabad and Surat having the maximum number of COVID cases. However, the state is not reported even a single Omicron case, and the fear of possible third wave continues to the pressure increase on the health system. The state neighboring Diu had already announced the closure school for primary and pre-primary for class 1 to 8. Next. Zimbabwe lifts 2-year ban. Zimbabwe President Emerson Mnangagwa has declared the 28th parliamentary by-election postponed in 2020. कब 2020 में इलेक्शन पोस्टपोन हो गया because the coronavirus pandemic will now be held on 26th March. ये है जिम्बाब्वे के प्रेसिडेंट. नेक्स्ट. There are 133 elections due to National Assembly and local authority seats, most of which fell vacant following for the recall members of parliament and councillors by the opposition MDC party. Most had belonged to main opposition movement for democratic change MDC party by led Nelson Chamisa. Previous national elections has been marred by allegations of violence and electoral fraud. क्या इलेक्ट्रल फ्रॉड क्राइसिस. इसके बाद क्राइसिस हैज एक्यूज्ड द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ यूजिंग कोविड पैंडेमिक टू थ्रेट डेमोक्रेसी. नेक्स्ट. नेशनल हेल्थ मिशन launches project Nirmaya in Assam. National Health Mission Assam is collaboration with Primal Swasthya and Kisco launched project Nirmaya on 8th January 2022. Next, it has been launched to demonstrate the integration of digital health technology to strengthen public health care delivery in the state. This initiative is based on Primal Swasthya's indigenous integrated health technology platform Amrit. Next, NASA fully develops world's most powerful telescope in space. The James Webb Space Telescope completed its 2-week-long deployment phase on 8th January 2022. इस टेलीस्कोप का नाम क्या है? जेम्स वेब टेलीस्कोप. नेक्स्ट, द मोस्ट पावरफुल स्पेस टेलीस्कोप were built and the successor to Hubble Webb blasted off on December 25, 2021. कब ब्लास्ट हुआ? December 25, 2021 को. It is heading to its orbital point a million miles 1.5 kilometers from Earth. Its infrared technology allows it to see the first stars and galaxies that formed 13.3 billion years ago. Next, Hyderabad Declaration adopted at Conference on E-Governance. Hyderabad Declaration resolving to use tech to minimize human retention for delivery of service at grassroots level was adopted on 8th January 2022 by Center at Telangana government. The resolution came out during the conference on e-governance. It was decided during the conference to fast-track implementation of public digital platforms in sectors like health, education, agriculture, etc. LIC DigiZone inaugurated in Mumbai. The Life Insurance Corporation of India, the Life Insurance Corporation LIC DigiZone at Bank Kurla complex Mumbai to enhance its sales and service for its customers. The corporation will offer information regarding its products and services throughout kiosks installed in the DigiZone's premises. The corporation will offer information regarding its products and services throughout kiosks installed in the DigiZone premises. Customers can buy policies online, pay premium and able other services as well as the DigiZone. Next, Telangana tops in the highest number of ODF villages. Telangana stood first in the country in the list of the highest number of open defecation-free ODF plus villages under Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin Phase 2 program till December 31st, 2021. As many of 13,737 out of 14,200 villages in the state are on ODF plus list, which is 96.74%. It was followed by Tamil Nadu with 4,432 villages, 35.39%, and Karnataka with 1,511 villages, 5.59%. Next, Rotomek owner Bikram Kothari passes away. Bikram Kothari, managing director of Rotomek Group, passed away in January 2022. In the year 1997, he was awarded as the best exporter by the Prime Minister, one known as India's Pen King. He rose to fame on the launch of writing instrument brand Rotomek in 1992. Kothari also owned the brand Dum Pen Masala. Next. Yes. Justice Aisha Malik to GDP. Indra lowers India's GDP growth forecast to 9.3%. India Rating and Research Indra has lowered India's GDP forecast for financial year 2022 at to 9.3% YoY year on year, 10 basis points lower than its earlier estimate of 9.4%. GDP growth in the fourth quarter FY22 will be now come at 5.7% YoY year on year, earlier estimate of 9.4%. 9.4%. Next, GDP growth in the fourth क्वार्टर FY2, याद रखिएगा FY22 में यह हो जाएगा 5.7%. नेक्स्ट, इंदिरा इज इंडियाज क्रेडिट रेटिंग एजेंसी. नेक्स्ट, जस्टिस आयशा मलिक to be Pakistan's first woman Supreme Court judge. Pakistan will appoint first India's woman judge of Supreme Court. Lahore High Court Judge Aisam Malik will be elevated to this position. She will also senior most serving judge and likely to become Chief Justice of Pakistan in January 2030. She will work as Supreme Court judge until July 2031 before retiring at the age of 65. Next, first Jansavati connecting Manipur with Tripura via Assam started. First Jansatabdi Express train connecting the state of Manipur with Tripura via Assam started on 8th January 2022. The train was flagged off by Ashwini Vaishnav, Minister of Railway Communication, Electronics and Information Technology. Train journey shall cut the travel time by half. The journey time will be around 6 hours, covering distance of 300 km against 2 hours. Next, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas on 9th January. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is celebrated every year on 9th January. कब सेलिब्रेट होता है ये? हर साल 9 जनवरी को ही सेलिब्रेट होता है. Next, it is observed to strengthen the engagement of overseas Indian community with the government of the India and reconnect them with their roots. The day was first observed in 2003. On this day, in 1915, Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa to India. He got the title the greatest Pravasi. Next, government reappoints Vijay Paul Sharma as CACP chairman. The center has reappointed Vijay Paul Sharma as the chairman of the Commission for the Agricultural Cost and Prices (CACP) after the request the post in May 2021. Following the completion of the year of 5-year tenure, Sharma was first appointed as CACP chairman in June 2016. Next, OPEC appoints Kuwait's Haitham Al-Ghas as new Secretary General. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries (OPEC) has appointed Kuwait's Haitham Al-Ghas as a new Secretary General. He will take up the role from August 2022 for a period of 3 years. Al-Ghas has previously worked for Kuwait Petroleum Corporation (KPC) and served as Kuwait's OPEC governor from 2017 to June 2021. Next, Guru Gobind Singh Jayanti on 9th January 2022. Guru Gobind Singh Jayanti, also known as Prakash Parv, was celebrated on 9th January 2022. It is the birth anniversary of Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Sikh Guru. He formally became the leader and protector of the Sikhs. किसका protector? Sikhs का. याद रखिएगा. Next, at the age of 9, after his father Guru Tegh Bahadur, the 9th Sikh Guru, was executed by Aurangzeb, he declared Guru Granth Sahib as Sikhism holy sculpture in 1708. Next, Tata Power secure highest ESG score in S&P CSA. Tata Power has secured the highest environment Sustainability and governance sustainability assessment CSA, it has scored 67th out of 100. The S&P Global CSA is an annual evaluation of company sustainability practices since 1999. कब से? 1999 से याद रखिए. It is the assessment of 10,000 companies from around the world were evaluated. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. थैंक यू. लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल.